He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So New Mexico's offense will take the first swing of the game. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They got to him and blocked it. He's got it and going the other way. Touchdown, Utah! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And you got to get penetration right away on these punt blocks. They get penetration, get in the backfield, get right in the punter's lap, get their hands on it, and then guess what? Now it's a live football. They scoop it up. They take it all the way back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. As if it weren't a big enough play just to block the punt, they scooped it up, put it in the house, and man, oh man, did they give their team some energy. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll give it on the counter. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Reads it, fires complete. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's going to pass. They're working that left side. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much in the roughing the passer penalty. Going up top on first down. Throws to the back. Makes the catch. It's Manning. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Defense, one stop.
Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
New Mexico, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. To the air on first down. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Lobos line up to punt it away. He hopes it turns out better than last time. He had the other one blocked. Makes a move. Oh, what a cut! He almost broke that one. They finally get him stopped, but let's see if he had a little help. There's a penalty marker down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Beal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to pass. Floating away. At the 45 on his way. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Utes want to crank the tempo.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. And the Utes have taken it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires on the run.
Keep going.
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Lobos! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Trying to fight their way back into this thing, down 16 and about to kick off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Right back to him on the ground. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On second down, wants to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man down the middle.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He'll pull it on the read. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Lobos racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll run it from the gun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Power football with the run. Across the 25, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Right back to the well.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He wants it all. To the end zone and is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Drives into the pile just to pick up a one. They'll spot it at the 10. On third down, going up top. Dances away to buy time. At the 20, he's got space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. It's a draw, and he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to him. Going to try to get it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Off-play action. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He finds his man, and they pick up just a few on that completion. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos will call on their punt team. He hopes this one turns out a little better, have the other one blocked. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Still on his feet at the 45. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Gets open down the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
It's first down from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Coaches say, we can't play you if you don't do what you're coached to do. We also can't play you if you only do what you're coached to do. That was just a great instinctive play.
That's a lot of do's, so I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? All I know is that guy's fast, and he continues to break tackles and make plays and scramble outside the pocket. He can do it all, so I don't know what to do.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Got it in the middle. It's Guzman. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Caught near the sticks. It's Bland. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. He's going to pass. Floats it out in space. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. He was wild, high and wide on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
The Lobos will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Caught In the backfield, it's Beal. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They go to the draw. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
Give to the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield, it's Parrish. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. From the gun, running back on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Wide out in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Looking left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Utes look to do some damage in the red zone. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Handoff to the single back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! And the beatdown has ensued.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now they'll run the draw. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Utah, 37, New Mexico, 10.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Gives it to the back on the draw. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes back at the 3.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football, and you could tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. The give to the tailback. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Open space at the 25. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Utes are in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Back to pass, it's Vaughn. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught. Touchdown, Utes! And the stomping has commenced. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
PAT unit on the field.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense set on first down. The give out of the gun. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the defense drags him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Snap from the gun on third down. Got his man. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Foster. The Lobos get it past the sticks. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arizona escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Wildcats fans could have done without this one being so close. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Here comes the offense on second down. Off the RPO, complete. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Hands it off. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He leaves it with his back. Nice move to stay on his feet. Just keeps moving. The stop is made. This offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes line it up with a first and goal. Finds his big tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. They're trying to get to it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
New Mexico, 17.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
First down, Lobos.
Leaves it with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First and goal, New Mexico.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Using his legs, it's Foster. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Some misdirection with the counter. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Utes with the 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
Movement here from the tight end. They're going to ride this running back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Utes are marching down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The running back has it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. At the 40, there he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Utah. And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is running away with this one. Give that O an A+, and belt out another verse of Country Roads.
And the returner will be dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. The give on the inside. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll try the run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just